Hi and welcome to Run Tall with Tim. I'm Tim. Thanks for being here. I always appreciate the time that you and I get to spend together, so thanks for tuning in. And I hope wherever you are that you're happy, healthy, and staying safe. On today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a set of earbuds by FiiTii. It's their HiFi Air. Now, before I get into it too far, I do want to get a disclosure out of the way. The HiFi Airs were sent to me for the purpose of review. However, no one's paying me to make the video, no one's telling me what to say, and no one from FiiTii or Mifo has the opportunity to preview this video before I share it with you first, here on YouTube. Now, the HiFi Air retails for $50 US, and if at any point in time you want to pick up a pair for yourself, I'll put a link in the description below. They'll take you right to them on their website. It's not an affiliate link, it's just a matter of convenience for you. So let's open up the box and see what all comes inside. And as I do so, just a quick note about the packaging. I think they did a really good job. It's fairly small, it seems pretty sturdy, and mine arrived quickly and undamaged. And then right off the bat, we're going to find our earbuds that are contained within the charge case itself. And for now, I'm just going to set this aside and see what else we got. And so as I pull open the top here and we dig down around, we find a box here at the bottom. And as I open up the box, we find that it contains some ear tips. So in case you want to customize the fit and feel, I always recommend that you do that. It only takes a second. It's really easy to do. And now they gave us several to choose from. So you have lots of sizes so that you can make sure that you find the ones that work best for you. And then we'll set those aside. And then we also have within that little box our user's manual that tells us how to use and get the most out of our new earbuds. So I think it's worth noting that the one thing that they didn't send is a USB to C charge cable. Now I'm okay with that because I have tons of USB to C cables around and I really don't need another one. But if you do need one, I looked on their website and there is a notation that if you need a USB to C charge cable to let them know when you order your product, and I'm sure they'll send you one. So let's go back now and we'll take a look at the charge case first. Now here, it's pretty smooth to the touch. It's fairly lightweight. It's got a little bit of heft to it, but it's not so heavy that it would be uncomfortable to carry it in your pocket, for example, if you were taking these out with you someplace. You know, it's got what appears to be a pretty high density, durable plastic that the case is made out of. And as we take a quick spin around, we'll start at the bottom here, and you can see that's where their USB to C charge port is located. You know, I'd almost prefer that charge port be maybe on the back rather than the bottom so that you can set it upright while it's charging, but I guess it's okay if it lays down. It's just a matter of personal preference. And then as we take a look around to the back, you can see this little bit of a silver area here. Now that is a hinge. This is a clam style design, so it's really easy to open. There's no cut out or any place to be able to put your finger to be able to open it up, but you really don't need one. I will say that it seems to have somewhat of a magnetic pull to it, so the lid wants to close pretty quickly. So check this out. So you only have to get it only part way and it just snaps shut. I like that. Make sure that your earbuds are securely in place within the case themselves, so it's very unlikely that you're going to lose them. And the earbuds themselves are in a magnetic charge port as well, so I can shake it and those things are not coming out no matter how hard I shake it. So it's just nice to know that they're secure. Plus, being a magnetic charge port like that, you know that you're going to get a good connection and the earbuds are going to charge quickly. And then there on the front of the charge case are 3 LED lights to give you an indication of just how much battery power that you have left in the charge case itself. Now you're going to get about 30 hours of charge time within the case, and you get about 6 hours of play time just in normal mild noise canceling mode. Now, and we'll talk more about the different noise canceling modes that they have available to you. But in mild, you get about 6 hours. And then in transparency mode, you get about 5 hours. And then with active noise canceling, you get about 4 hours of playtime. So let's go ahead and pull out one of the earbuds and we'll take a closer look at them. And as I do so, just a note about the design of these earbuds. Now, they're called HiFi Air. And to me, Air oftentimes mean that, you know, there's no ear tip here, but these do come with a tip. So it's a bit of a crossover, I think, between a traditional earbud and those that would be considered an AirPod, for example, because they do have this short stem here that contains microphones, but they're short. And so they're a bit more unintrusive. So I like the way that they look. They don't really stick out and they're not all that noticeable, but yet they're really comfortable. And with the ear tip, you can get a better seal, so that improves the sound quality as well as the fit of these. So that makes them just a little bit more comfortable, and they're really lightweight. So, when you put them in, they just kind of hang in your ear. They don't go deep into your ear canal, and I appreciate that. I think that's probably the air part of these. And they're really lightweight, so they're comfortable. I found them to be really enjoyable to wear no matter what I was doing. And now these are not considered to be necessarily a sport earbud, but you can absolutely use them as a sport earbud. And I took them out on several runs that I go on, and they stayed in place. I never felt like I was going to lose them at all. They were just really enjoyable, and the sound quality is excellent. So talking about sound quality, because sound quality and fit are probably my two biggest factors in choosing which earbuds I'm going to take with me out on a workout, for example. And I'm going to start with the fit. These fit really well, and because you do have the ear tips, you can customize that fit, and it's super simple to do. Now, what I typically like to do when I'm changing out the ear tips, and we'll just go over this here real quickly since we're talking about it, is I like to turn them inside out first in order to be able to put them on. So initially, you just got to peel off the ones that were initially installed, and then I turn the ones that I want to put on inside out, and I put my finger up around where they're going to seal onto the earbud and just kind of roll it in place, and it usually just snaps in pretty quickly. So it's that quick and easy to do. So I encourage you to go ahead and take advantage of the equipment and things that they sent with you so that you can get the best feel or best fit and feel for you. And I think it also improves the sound quality, and I think it also improves its ability to use that active noise canceling or transparency mode or whatever it is that you want to put these into, because the seal is better. So if you're going to put it into active noise canceling and you don't have a very good seal, you're still going to get a lot of ambient noise. But if the seal is good and you put it into active noise canceling, it really does muffle out those sounds. So let's take a look at the earbud now that we've got the fit there. And before I move on, I wanted to talk about the sound quality, because again, those are the two biggest factors for me. Number one is fit, believe it or not, as opposed to sound. And the reason is, if they're not comfortable, I don't care what they sound like, I'm not going to wear them. That's just as simple as that. But these fit really well. They're super comfortable, as I mentioned, and the sound quality is great. These cost $50 US, and for a $50 earbud, I think you're getting a lot. I listen to a lot of different genres with these. You're not going to get that heart-thumping bass that you might, in some other earbuds, choices that might be out there. But it does bring a nice balance to these. And the vocals all came in really clear. I was really impressed with that. But nothing ever got lost. So, I could hear the individual instruments. I could hear the drums really well. If I was listening to hip hop or classic rock, it all sounded really good. I just felt like it was a really balanced sound. So, sound quality is good. Let's talk about the functionality. Now, these do have a touch control panel on these. And so, as we take a closer look at the earbud itself, right where it says FiiTii, that's the touch control panel. And these are very intuitive to use. So if you want to increase the volume, you're going to use the right earbud. Just tap it once for the volume to go up. If you want to bring the volume down, you're going to use the left earbud. Tap it once to bring the volume down. You want to start or stop a song, you're going to double tap the earbuds. If you want to advance a song, maybe go on to the next one because this one isn't your favorite, you triple tap and it's going to go on to the next song. And if you're using the right earbud, if you want to go back and replay a song because it's your favorite and you want to hear it again, or maybe skip back a couple songs, you're going to use the left earbud and triple tap that in order to be able to go back and replay the previous song. Now, if you want to change these into different modes, as I mentioned, you have mild noise canceling, strong noise canceling, and transparency mode. All you have to do is just press and hold it for about 2 seconds roughly or so, and it'll cycle through the different modes. And it'll announce which mode that it's in, so you always know where exactly that you're at. And then if you want to put them into low latency mode, maybe you're going to use these for gaming. I don't typically do a lot of gaming, but I do like to watch a lot of movies. And I did pair these with my Amazon Fire Stick, and so I put them into low latency mode. And to do that, you just have to tap it 5 times, and it'll announce when it gets into low latency mode, so you'll know exactly where you are at. Now, you can also use these to take a phone call, and if you want to do that, you can double tap to take the phone call, or you can double tap to end that call. And since we're talking about phone calls, it's a good time to be able to test out the microphones in these to see what it would sound like if you decide to use these to take a call. Now, in order to do that, I'm going to switch the microphones over to the Bluetooth microphones that are built into the HiFi Air in order to test them out. So this is a test of the built-in microphones on the HiFi FiiTii Air. So this is what it would sound like if you want to use these to take a phone call, or maybe you just want to use these as wireless microphones. They do have built-in active noise canceling, so they'll filter out all of that environmental noise, and I think they do a really good job. So let's talk about some of the specs. Now these do feature Bluetooth 5.2. Now that's really important to me because that ensures that I'm going to have a stable connection. And I did pair these with a lot of different devices. I paired them not just with my Apple iPod that I use oftentimes to listen to music, but also my iPhone 13 Pro, my iPad, and my Amazon Fire Stick to watch movies. And I found in each case that they paired up quickly and the stable was really solid. I didn't have any issues or concerns about that at all. Now these aren't necessarily being marketed as a sport earbud, but you can absolutely use them for that because they have an IPX7 rating, which means that they're waterproof, they're dustproof. And I did take these out on a run, and I sometimes work up a sweat, as I'm sure you do if you were going to maybe take these in the gym for a workout. They're light enough, they feel really comfortable to do that. But with that IPX67 rating, you don't have to worry that your sweat is going to ruin your earbuds, or maybe it might start to rain when you're out on a run, or maybe you're out bicycling, walking, jogging, hiking, biking, whatever the sport is that you like to do. You can already know that these are going to be able to stay safe for you, and it's going to prolong the life of your earbuds because they're waterproof and they're dustproof. So overall, I think these are a really good buy for $50 US. And as we take a closer look, I think aesthetically they look really good. Now, one of the things that I didn't mention earlier is if we take a really close look at these earbuds, it's somewhat transparent, the case, so you can see right inside the earbud. I think that's kind of cool. I think that looks pretty neat. And again, it's only noticeable if you take a really close look, so it would be for the user more than it would be for those that might be, onlookers, for example. And the fit is really comfortable. Because you have the option to change out the ear tips, you can customize the fit and the feel for you. And I like the fact that it has shorter stems, so they're really unintrusive. They're hardly noticeable. So much, a lot better than I think some of the other like AirPods or so on that are out there that feature longer stems. I prefer the shorter stems. It makes them lighter and more comfortable. Plus, like I said, you don't notice them as much, and I kind of appreciate that. And the sound quality with these dynamic speakers that are within the earbuds themselves, I think you get really good sound quality for the money. Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it for you. As always, run tall, run strong, be kind to one another. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on Run Tall with Tim.